Assalamualaikum dear students. Let us continue the topic mechanical properties of solid. So far in the last lecture we have studied the modulus of elasticity. As we all know that there are three types of changes in a state of solid, liquid and gases. Change in length, change in volume and change in shape of a body. So related to these type of changes, there are three types of modulus of elasticity. In the last lecture, we have already studied Young's modulus, which is related with the change in length of the body. Now let us continue. The second one, bulk modulus. Bulk modulus, as it is nothing but the changes which are related to the change in volume. Means if the volume of the object changes, then we will define bulk modulus of elasticity. So let us see what it is. As we all know from Hooke's law that the ratio of stress. So let's study what is bulk modulus. In the Hooke's law we have studied that stress is directly proportional to strain. And the constant of proportionality is called as modulus of rigidity, modulus of elasticity. So modulus of elasticity, so far we have completed one modulus of elasticity, that is Young's modulus. Now let's study the second one, bulk modulus. If the changes in a body corresponds to the change in volume of a body, then we will define the modulus of elasticity as a bulk modulus. For example, let us consider one sphere. If you want to change its volume, you'll have to compress it or expand it from all sides. So for that, what we will do, we are going to keep it inside a water or inside a liquid. So the liquid is going to exert the force from all sides, and this wall is going to be compressed. Hence, there will be a change in the volume of the object. So, if the changes corresponds, if there is a change in the volume of the object, then we will define the quantity stress as force per unit area. We all know that stress is a force per unit area, and strain is change in, here the changes corresponds to the change in volume. So here we are going to write, suppose the volume of this sphere is changes by a small amount, say dV. So change in volume dV per unit original volume is called as strain. Hence, the bulk modulus of elasticity, as we all know that it is a constant of the stress-strain curve. So, bulk modulus of elasticity is denoted as K. It is a ratio of volume stress to that of volume strain. What is volume stress over here? Here force per unit area, we can write it as pressure. So we will write this volume stress as dP. Force per unit area is nothing but the pressure. So there is a change in the pressure. So we will write the change volume stress as dP and volume strain as dV upon V. So this will become, as the small capital V will come in the numerator, so the quantity will become V into dP upon dV. This is called as bulk modulus of elasticity. So what would be the unit of this bulk modulus, as it is a ratio of stress to that of strain? And we all know that strain is the ratio of two similar quantity. It is a unit less quantity, and the stress is force per unit area. So unit will be Newton per meter square. Henceforth, the unit of bulk modulus is also Newton per meter square, or you can write it as Pascal. So this is all about the bulk modulus of elasticity. How you are going to define the bulk modulus? It is nothing but the ratio of volume stress to that of volume strain. So now let us define the another last modulus of elasticity, that is nothing but shearing. It is a modulus of rigidity. Modulus of rigidity is denoted as eta. So let us move back to the third type of changes in a state of solid, as bulk modulus corresponds to the change in the volume of the object. So it will apply to the solid, liquid and gases. Now modulus of rigidity, if the changes corresponds to the change in shape of the object. If you have applied the stress so that the object has changed its shape, then we are going to define the modulus of rigidity. As we all know that out of the three states of matter, only solid is having a definite shape. So this modulus of elasticity will be applicable to solids only. Now for that, let us consider one cube. Elastics, you can consider it as elastic cube, or you can consider it as a rubber cube. As it is related to the shearing stress and shearing strain. Modulus of rigidity, it is defined as ratio of shearing stress to that of shearing strain. What is shearing stress and shearing strain? We have already studied shearing stress. It is nothing but if the force is applied or to change the shape of the object. The shearing strain then defined as, again we all know that stress is a force per unit area. How you are going to change the shape of this object? For that, we will divide this cube into a number of layers. Let us apply the force in this direction to change in its shape. Means the object is being displaced like this. So for that, you need to hold the lower surface of this cube. Here the forces are going to be applied in the opposite direction. This surface is to be held and the upper surface is to be displaced. So in order to displace the upper surface of the cube, we'll have to apply the force, but you'll have to hold the lower surface like this. So here two forces will be applied which will be opposite in direction. So we can say that this is nothing but the couple acting on the cube to displace the upper surface. So what will happen when you apply the force to change the shape of this cube? Let us apply the force in this direction. So the upper surface of this cube is going to be displaced. And it will take the shape like this. The shape of the cube will become a piece of sweets. So it is going to be changed. The upper surface has been displaced. Let the angular displacement over here is theta, means the lateral displacement which has been occurred in the upper surface of the cube is theta, and the shift in the upper surface is delta L, and let length of the cube is small l. So this displacement which has been occur in the upper surface, this displacement is delta L. So let us define modulus of rigidity. We all know that it is shearing stress to that of shearing stress. So first let us count what is shearing stress. Shearing stress, again, as we all know that stress is force per unit area. So force applied over here is already denoted as capital F. So F upon A is a shearing stress. Now shearing strain is change in the whatever displacement has been occur over here. The displacement change in the shape of this modulus of elasticity is related with the change in shape. So whatever displacement has occurred, that displacement is delta L, or you can say it is the displacement of the upper surface to that of the length of the cube. So delta L upon L. As we all know that it is delta L upon L. This is delta L. Delta L upon L is nothing but tan theta, and this displacement is quite small, so we can write it as theta only. If theta is very small, so tan theta will be written as theta. So we are having two formula. We have already studied it, equation 1 and equation 2. Shearing stress and shearing strain, we are having the formula for it. So formula for modulus of rigidity will become, it is a ratio of shearing stress to that of shearing strain. So it will become F upon A. Shearing stress is F upon A and shearing strain is theta. So modulus of rigidity will become F upon A theta. Now let us solve two important problems on it, numericals on it. One more important thing, as we have studied bulk modulus is denoted as K, and the reciprocal of bulk modulus is called as compressibility. Compressibility is a reciprocal of bulk modulus. You can write it as dV upon VdP, as it is exactly reverse of the bulk modulus. So bulk modulus is nothing but the resistance offered by solid, liquid and gases to avoid the change in its volume, and modulus of rigidity is nothing but the resistance offered by solid to oppose the change in its shape. Now let's solve the two numericals, very small numericals on bulk modulus as well as on the modulus of rigidity. It is here example number 6.3 in your textbook. It states that a metal cube of side 1 meter is subjected to a force. One metal cube is there and it is subjected to a force. Force is not given. The force acts normally on the whole surface of cube and its volume changes by 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 5 meter cube. So change in the volume of the object is given. It is nothing but, here we are having our first data, second data, actually first data is length of the cube, 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 5 meter cube. The bulk modulus of metal is 6.6 into 10 raised to 10. Bulk modulus is also given. Calculate the change in its pressure. As we all know that bulk modulus involves the change in pressure of the object. So here let us write down the given thing. You can calculate the original volume by just having a length of the object. Length of the object is 1 meter. So volume will become L cube. It is 1 meter cube. Change in volume is already given. It is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 5 meter cube. Bulk modulus is also given. It is 6.6 into 10 raised to 10 Newton per meter square. Now we will have to find out the change in pressure dP. So as we all know that bulk modulus is having a formula K is equal to V dP upon dV. Then dP will have the formula dP is equal to K into dV upon V. So here we just have to substitute the values of each and everything. Substitute the value of K, it is 6.6 into 10 raised to 10 into dV is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 5 and V is 1. So when you substitute all this value, you are going to get this value as 10 raised to 10 and 10 raised to minus 5 will become 10 raised to 5 only, because 10 minus 5 is 5. So here we are having the factor 10 raised to 5 and multiplication of 6.6 with 1.5 will become 9.9. So here we are having the answer that the change in pressure of the object is 9.9 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Now, second thing that we have studied is the modulus of rigidity, as it is the ratio of shearing stress to that of shearing strain. Eta is up F upon A theta. So just now we have studied it. So let us solve the numerical on it. Calculate modulus of rigidity of a metal cube of side 40 centimeter. Again, side of the cube is given, it is 40 centimeter, is subjected to shearing force of 2000 Newton. Shearing force is also given. The upper surface is displaced through 0.5 centimeter with respect to the bottom. Displacement in the upper surface is also given, it is 0.5. So let us write down the given thing. One metal cube is there and its length is 40 centimeters. So this, here we are having the length, and force is also given. Force applied to a cube is 2000 Newton and displacement in the upper layer of the cube is 0.5 centimeter. So let us write down the given thing. As we all know that length is given, so we can calculate the area of a cube. Base area of a cube is L square, which is equal to, when you square it, it will become 0.16 meter square. And modulus of rigidity is having the formula, just now we have studied it, eta is equal to F upon A theta. So let us calculate theta first, because force is given and area is just now we have calculated. So let's calculate the theta first. It is nothing but change in length per unit original length. Change in length is given, it is 0.5 centimeter, means 0.005 meter, upon L is 0.4. So when you solve this ratio, it will comes out to be equal to 0.125. So substitute the values of F, A and theta from the above data. Eta is equal to 2 into 10 raised to 3 Newton upon 0.16, A is 0.16 and theta is 0.0125. Once you substitute it, each and everything will get cancelled. The only thing will remain here is 1 into 10 raised to 6. You are going to get this answer. This is the value of eta, means modulus of rigidity of a cube. So hope you have understood all the three modulus of elasticity. Let's stop here. Thank you.